only one that we like. He's probably the one that would propel.
Technically, Mercury could totally be the one to propel.
Mercury.
Mila. She'd be on my head.
She might be. October 1st, she might be on your head.
Check my email.
You know, if 2 people will not be here.
Oh.
I know of one. It was Zion's first day of school today, so they're celebrating. Zion's a kindergarten guy.
Well.
He got on the bus, I can't.
We're going to have that probably. That was the most traumatizing part of my teaching experience is watching all these parent drop their kids off for kindergarten. It's just jumble. The kids are like, this is great. It's fun to bring your kids down.
And then you see the parents of the kid who gets their third kid, and they're like, I go for it.
The kids are like,
And the parents are like, just like,
He's going to be great. He's going to be so excited to jump on that bus, and you're going to be sobbing.
It was awful. I was like, I don't like this. I'm so glad this only happens once a kid.
Until they go to
Candles and the
college.
dolls. It was out. I had to be an eyewitness.
I thought that was your own.
Somebody's working.
I did.
The window in there. Which one?
were there any parents that weren't around?
Oh, there was a small few. Yes.
Those are the ones who, that's their second or third.
Nick, can you turn the volume on?
They're like, I'm going out.
There's only like
Right. Well, let's stand and make some music. Here we go. Down 5. Last one, ooh. Try to breathe open and relaxed. Turn that off. Last one, hold. Over it. 2, ready, and breathe the excitement that you need for it. Hooey, 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 hooey. Breathe that excitement versus hooey, 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 hooey. 2, ready. Look happy while you do it. Remember that tickly note. Lift as you go down. Boom, bum, hooey, 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 hoo, bum, ba, hooey, 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 hoo, bum, ba, hooey, 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 hoo, bum, bum. Taller as you get lower. Hooey, 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 hoo, bum, ba, hooey, 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 hoo, bum, ba, hooey, 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 hoo. 2 more. Hooey, 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 hoo. Last one. Hooey, 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 hoo. Let's have a really look down. A lot of good. Not as many of you were breathing between so and fa on the way down, so good job. You remembered something. Some of you didn't remember that, but now you do. Do again, 2, ready, and do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Good. Let us jump into It Takes a Village. So we have a seat. It takes a village. Hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey. I think almost all of us remember how it starts at least. Yeah. Cool. Nick, if you want to turn on the keyboard mic as well for the onlines. Do you know which one that is? Okay, thank you. I would like to start. I'd like to start right at measure 45. Yep, right on the hey-ya haze. Okay. And then I want to. I only want to get to. I just want to get to measure 77. Okay, so starting at measure 45. Okay, if we make it to measure 77, that's fantastic. We're not going to go past that. So 376, top of 7. 2, ready, and. Hang on. Tenors, I appreciate you trying to be ready ahead of time, but we're not there yet. Measure 45 starts with just the sopranos. You come in at 49. That's all right, you're so excited. It's okay. 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, ready, here we go, and lovely, sopranos you rock, tenors, can the ah not be not so pokey, not so mama, 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 so that the ah is almost the same dynamic as the hum, as the mama, mama, right? Naturally having a vowel, it will poke through the texture just fine, so you have to consciously think, don't sing those ahs so loud. One more time. Sopranos, you're awesome. 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, ready, and go. And alto. We are, we are, we are, we are, we are, we are, we are. Okay, good. All right, cool, cool, cool. So basses, you don't count very long before you come in after the altos do. So measure 53, the altos come in. We all, we all, we all, we all, we all, everyone. So how many we alls before you come in? Okay. So we think 1, 2, 3, 4, and everyone. So let's one more time, 45. 2, ready, and less ah. We are, we are, we are, everyone, everyone, everyone. There. That should be where we are, unless I miscounted.
73.
73.
Cool.
We didn't quite get to
77. We're almost. All right. So once we they're in blocks of 4 with the sopranos, right? So they've got the one time alone, then one time with the tenors, and then they have at measure 53. They have a block of it. So the cue for us is counting the bum, bum, bum in the sopranos. Okay, even though we're singing our thing, because unless you're following along note for note, whatever, okay? Let's see, tenors be ready to go from, okay, be ready for that. One more time. What?
On the bass split, do you want to go high and who do you want to go
On
73?
Yep. I want all of you to go, let's see. For now, I just want all of you to go down. It's the same note. I just want you all to go down. Everyone, or everyone. What's that?
Why are you going down if you want us to go up?
No, I want all of you to go down.
You want us all to go down?
I'll go down. Yep, sorry. They say I'll go up.
Yeah, you said up.
Language, opposites, stupidity, it all goes together. All right. Here we go. 2, same place. 2, ready, and 1. Tenor. Alto. Bass says 1, everyone. everyone, 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 everyone. Cool? Cool. Everybody's holding on to their own thing, but it's slightly coming out of time from one another. So you can rock lobster your own part all you want, but if your part in the clock doesn't line up with everybody else's part in the clock, then the clock broke.
My clock's running at the same time as Sierra's work.
Um, Basses, rhythmically, you guys have the hardest part. Okay? Weird enough. Okay? You have the hardest part because you have the least moving parts. You have the gross movements.
Yeah, they're gross.
Okay? You have the bigger movements of where they are. And they don't necessarily line up on the one every time, right? In this 4-measure block that we have. Okay? What's that?
They line up with altos.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't line up with the first note either.
Can we all tap something? Tap your knee, tap your shoulder, tap your collarbone. Can we all tap something? Because we're in.
Music and turn the page?
Or tap your foot together. Tap some. Here we go. I want 4 measures of tapping first. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, and. One and two and three, we all, everyone, 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 everyone. Good. It's 77. That's 77. That's 77.
Oh, there.
Okay, that time I was really listening, focusing on the basses. So altos, if your train fell off the tracks, I wasn't paying attention to you very much. I was making sure that the bass lines up. What's that?
Only if you see one for
And then you came back. And then you came back. Cool. Can we stand and do this? Still tapping. Oh gosh, still tapping. Basses, I feel like I'm kind of pulling you along when you have the tie that goes across the bar line, like at measure 73, because you want to count longer than it is. I felt that tendency from you, from where I put that second 3, because remember the bar is only 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, everyone. Okay, so just make sure that 3 is not late. Because if the 3 is late, then the 1's late. Again, 4 measures of tapping. Ready? And 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. Ready? And go. Everyone, So, basses you, I think you're late going to your split, going to your low note. Tenors, when you jump up to the E flat, so same thing, the ah needs to be, basically your needs to be louder, your ah needs to be quieter. Okay. So it fits in the texture more. It's subtle rhythmic versus it accents it too much if it's too loud. We're getting there. It's coming together little by little. Basses, we're doing this. We're going to get this kind of like locked in so we all can feel it once we get it all learned and felt. So it's less reading, more feeling. Okay, and memorize. You know what I mean? Right on it. Right at 40. Let's start right at 49. So that you guys can do 4 measures without it. Tenors right on it. Here we go. Right at 49. 2. You ready? Go back. Start right at 53. Ready? Stop.
Am I too early for 57? Maybe that's
a couple things going on there. Again, basses being able to feel where 1, 2, and like just feeling where 1, 2, and 3 are. So your 3s are on every. Your everys are on 3. Your 3s are on every. Your everys are on 3.
I'm having a day.
I'm having a stroke. Here we go. Here we go. Notice altos. It says legato there, measure 53. What does that mean? That means less short, more kind of like long and connected. We all. Okay. So versus we all, a little bit more connected. Here we go. Right at let's start at 49, where the tenors and sopranos are. 2, ready, and. Cool. The we alls are coming in a little bit later and later. That tied. So just because it's legato and connected doesn't mean the rhythm slows down. We all. Can I have just altos right at 53? 1, 2, and 1. It's already late. 1, 2, and. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, and. You're on the end of 1. 1, 2, and. Good. Tap something. 1. You're going to get 3 for nothing. 1, 2, and. Again. 1, 2.
Counting in is confusing me. So I'm sorry, it just.
Okay. So you come in on the end of 1, we're in 3. So you get 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and T, and 2, and T, and 1, 2, and. cool. So let's take a look at it, because it doesn't just lock into that pattern repeating over and over and over again. At 65, it changes.
Yeah. I know.
Okay.
I feel like this isn't something to be accomplished in just this rehearsal.
Okay. Okay, give me a moment then. Everyone have a seat. Bases sit up tall. Bases where you are. Measure 55. Here we go. Right where you come in. Everyone. 1, 2. Everyone. Cool. And I know it's like. So the pitch is going to want to. Gravity wants to pull your pitch down as you're going, especially like muscles too, right? They want to relax. So think on the top side of it. Think every time you. Everyone. 1, as you sustain, think lift. And 2, recreate every time you sing every. Everyone, everyone. Here we go. 1, 2. Everyone, everyone. Good. Can we breathe a little? Can we try to breathe? You need to breathe somewhere. So let's try to breathe rhythmically. Let's try to breathe rhythmically by putting an 8th rest. So you're breathing on the end of 2. In between at the end of 1, before every. Everyone and 2 and T and 1 and 2. Everyone and 2 and T and 1 and 2. Breathe. Everyone. Okay? So breathe in that little 8th rest. 1 and 2 and everyone and 2. Right on it. Right, everyone, measure 55. 1 and 2 and everyone and 2 and T and 1 and 2. Breathe. Everyone and 2 and T and 1 and 2. Breathe. Everyone, 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 everyone and 2 and T. Breathe. 1, everyone, 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 everyone. Okay. Can I have sopranos and basses, please, from measure 53? Those 8th rest spaces that you have throughout there, put like a little surprise breath in each one to help open, and that's where you catch. So you're breathing right on that down breath. Everyone, everyone, but it's a little tiny. Just catch breath in time. Right at 53. 2, ready, and 1, 2, everyone, 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 everyone. Good. Basses, you're 1. Sopranos, I'm going to ask you to humor me. Can I have just your downbeat, your hey, just on the downbeats at 50? Once you get to measure 57. So can you do your full line measure 53, and then once we get to 57, just switch to your hey on the downbeat, and that's it. And do the rest of them in your head. Can you do that?
Certainly.
Perfect. Okay, I'm doing this this is an exercise more for the basses, because basses, I need you to lock in to where they are, where they're kind of like starting a little pattern, because that's those downbeats that you are rhythmically putting in. Those need to line up for our clock pieces to move together. Here we go. 53. 2, ready, and everyone. everyone, 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 everyone. Cool. So basses, all of those ones are late. All of those ones in 61 are just that 1 and 2 and D and 1 and 2. It's just you're coming in later than what it's supposed to be. One more time. Sopranos, that was awesome. Hey, that was good. That was really good. Here we go. One more time. Same thing. Same exercise. 2, ready, and 1, 2, everyone, 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 everyone. Good. We got off on an every, but that's fine. It was cool. Cool. So sopranos, can you do your whole thing now? Tenors, can you join us right at 53? No alto just yet. Right at 53. Tenors joining in. 2, ready, and 1, 2, everyone. Good. We're getting there. Cool. Right at 53. Altos, can you join us this time? One, 2, and. Good. And then that's when we get to the other stuff. Okay. Whew. That was some hard work and some good progress. Hard work and good progress. Let's move on before we melt our brains anymore. Emily, do you want to look? I'd like to look at In Meeting We Are Blessed and Coimba. So if you want to come, if you're not ready for those, then I can move on. If you are ready to hop in, then it's up to you.
Let's do In Meeting. I found it. I was like, where did I?
And whatever you need from me. I understand.
Does everybody have this one? In Meeting We Are Blessed?
Where's my paper?
Okie dokie. Let's start with the tenors and basses right where we come in, and let's just get this back into our brains because we haven't done it in a while. So sopranos and altos, we are not going to start at 12. Tenors and basses are going to sing from the beginning through page 5. So sopranos and altos, if you want to hum it, feel free. So just tenors and basses at this point. So where we come in, so you're going to get 1, 2, breathe, we are meant. Make sense? Here we go. 1, 2. Just reading through, so we're going to try that same thing one more time. Can we please be mindful of the we are met together, together, 2 notes each on those syllables. Together. So just be mindful of that when you get to that part. And then the same thing happens when we get to the bottom of page 4, measure 12 and 13. We just have our respectful parts at that point. So basses, you have the same thing, and tenors we have together. So same thing, 2 syllables, or 2 notes for each syllable. So let's try that again, just tenors and basses from the beginning. Get 2 in a breath. 1, 2. Before the sopranos and altos come in, can I just have the basses at pick up to 16, peace incoming? Peace incoming and ingoing, peace inlay. You move on in. I feel like we're a little bit late there, so I just want to hear that. So tenors, you can audiate it if you want to, just basses, pick up to 16, peace in. 1, 2.
Peace incoming and ingoing, peace in labor and in rest.
Tenors, can you please join them to pick up to 16? Peace incoming. Here we go, right there, peace incoming, pick up to 16. 1, 2.
Peace incoming and ingoing, peace in labor and in rest.
Alright, so we are going to now try this from the beginning, and I'm going to leave you to that and see how we do on our own, and I'm going to go with sopranos and altos, so please join us at 12. So beginning. 1, 2.
We are blessed together and in meeting we are blessed. Peace incoming and ingoing, peace in labor and in rest. We are blessed together and in meeting we are blessed. Peace incoming and ingoing, peace in labor and in rest. We are blessed together and in meeting we are blessed. Peace incoming and ingoing, peace in labor and in rest.
Pause it right there. Can I just have sopranos and altos, and can you lean into when we get to the top of page 5, measure 16, the coming, because we have that beautiful dissonance. Lean into that part right there because it's so beautiful. But I just want to hear you alone on give you 1, 2. Make sense? So I'm gonna give you a measure. Here we go. 1, 2. We are blessed together. We are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest. Yes, sorry, I got really excited because it sounded so good. And then you guys were like, wait, what? That was awesome. Please be careful. Be careful when you get to measure 14 because we're all of a sudden unison and then all of a sudden it sticks out of the texture. When we get to together, we actually are together. So can we back off just a little bit when we get to together because we just automatically and it's a little bit too much. But try that one more time and this time I won't mess you up. Here we go. A measure for nothing. 1, 2.
We are blessed together and in meeting we are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest. We are blessed together and in meeting we are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest. We are blessed together and in meeting we are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest.
Really, really nice. Thank you. Beautiful. Can we put a little bit more weight and emphasis when we have the words calming and labor? So I'm talking about tenors and basses, top of 4, measure 8, measure 10. Everybody on the top of page 5, measure 16 and measure 18. Just a little bit more of that calming, a little bit more of that word stress. And I'm showing it, so if you look up, it's this right here. I want more. So let's try that again from the beginning. We are met.
We are met together and in meeting we are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest. We are met together and in meeting we are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest. We are met together and in meeting we are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest.
Yeah. Questions about that? That sounded really, really great. We're going to move on. Move on. All right, so this next section here, when we get to this part, tenors and basses, I'm going to change my conducting and I'm going to give you every single word. Hold on, dear, hold. I'm going to give you every single word. So look up, because I'm going to do that. So as we go forward from there, I'm going to give you every single word.
What measure?
Right where we stopped at measure 20. So when you get to your hold on, I'm going to give you every single one. So I'm changing my beat pattern because I want us to be really together. So can we please start bottom of page 4, measure 12, with the idea that it's it's the second time through? Second time through. Bottom of page 12? Bottom of page 4, measure 12. Okay. With the pickup. Yeah.
In moving through 16 to the pickup, do you want us to stagger our breathing, or do you want to, where do you want us to put that?
I mean, no breath between going and peace.
Well, in rest and hold.
Rest and hold is a really quick one. So before that, you probably, are
Is
gonna
that-
wanna stagger.
I'm seeing it's coming into the, like,
Yes, because you have peace in labor and in rest. Hold on, dear brother. You have a lot there, so you probably want to stagger in brother if you
Okay.
can. If you can't make it there, find a spot in measure 18 in labor and in, somewhere in there to breathe. But not between going and peace. Anywhere else, fine. And so that goes for the
Also
tenors as
not
well.
the same as your neighbor.
Well, that can work. All right, so we're gonna do the pick up to 12, bottom of page 4. One, two.
We are we are blessed, peace in coming and in growing, peace in labor and in rest. Hold on, dear brother. Hold on, dear sister. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to
And then from there, we get right back into our tempo because we kind of slowed down, right? Because it goes to that freely. And then so the tenors and basses, you really got to pull us right back into the we are met. Otherwise, it's going to be like, and it's never going to get back to that tempo. So we have to memorize that energy going to the next one. Otherwise, the whole song's just going to slow down all the way. Any questions about that? It sounded really, really awesome. Just make sure you watch there and breathe with me, and then it will sound beautiful. So we're gonna do that same thing, pick up to 12, and then we're gonna go on and see if we can't pick up the tempo again. The we are met, and we're gonna try to get into page 7 and see how it goes. So we're starting on bottom of page 4, measure 12, second time.
We are met together and in meeting. We are blessed, peace in coming and in going, peace in labor and in rest. Hold on, dear brother. Hold on, dear sister. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. We are met together and in meeting. We are blessed, peace in coming and in going, peace in labor and in rest. You're not alone, and you never more will be. I will be with you, and I will carry you with me. Friendship endures, and surely we will prove it's not ourselves, but our bodies that move.
So we gotta go over that one. But we got through it. It was just a matter of like, oh boy, we haven't done this in a while. So we're gonna look right at the top of page 7. So again, the you're not alone, that though anytime you have a moving note, so basses, bottom of page 7, 38, bring it out. Altos and tenors on the top of page 8, measure 42, bring it out. Everybody else, let them cut through the texture. Okay, so bottom of page 7, measure 38, listen for the basses there. top of page 8, measure 42, listen for the altos and tenors because they're more important. And then you did great when we got to measure 45, you really watched and we worked together. So that was great. So it's more page 7 into the top of page 8. So we're gonna start right on the tenors and basses, You're Not Alone. Measure 37. And we gotta bring up that. Right? So here we go. A-tempo, page 7, measure 37. Tenors and basses, here we go. 1, 2. Part after that was fine. We're gonna do that same thing again. Basses. You can give me a little bit of like an H on each of those notes. You're not alone. You're not alone. Like punch them out. It's never gonna be too much for me. I'll let you know. But I'm thinking now. And Sierra, you're on the top part and you're both on the bottom. Is anybody on the middle one?
Probably Christina.
Okay, I just was like, was I supposed to not hear that? Which is what I thought, but I wanted to be sure. And then, same note to the tenors and the altos on the top of page 8. Yeah, Luke, can you do that please? I need to hear more of it. Okay. The same note of, you can give a little bit of articulation on the top of page 8. So we have that. I will be with you, for the tenors, and altos. I will be with you. Bring it up. So we're gonna do that same thing, top of page 7, measure 37, tenors and basses first. Oops. Here we go. 1, 2. You're not alone. You're not alone, and you never more will be. I will be with you, and I will carry you with me. Yeah. Even a little bit more from the basses. Altos, perfect. Tenors, like 10% more separation, but it was like so almost there. One note for everybody. Can we really make sure that there is a clear quarter rest at the bottom of page 7 after will be? Because I don't have my measure number, so it's measure 41. Never more will be. Make sure that there's that space time. Don't carry over that. Space time. Never more will be. And don't hold it too long. I know it has a little tenuto, but it's ringing longer than I want it to. So more towards the staccato, and let's see what that sounds like. This time, we're gonna go on. So we're gonna start at the same spot, but we're gonna keep going. So page 7, measure 37, but we will continue on. 1, 2.
You're not alone. Peace in coming and in going.
we're gonna put them on one. Let's take a kalimba. So good. Can we please jump to page 10 and 11? I'm a big liar. Can we start at the bottom of page 9? I forgot. Bottom of page 9, measure 52. And let's run this ending. Because if you notice at measure 58, we have a day crescendo. Because right now it was, I know these notes, Emily. Oh yeah! We gotta, every time we have those notes and all of us are descending, as you descend, every note should be quieter than the one before it. Because we want to give ourselves room to grow. So on the same token, don't be too loud on the top of it, of 11. So each of those should come up a notch, and the ending should be the most. It was close. I'm being really nitpicky. So a little bit farther down when we get to the bottom of page 10, so that we have room to grow. So we're going to start at the same spot, bottom of 9. 1, 2, 3. Much more room and dynamic to it. We can't get softer. Like there's no like it's too soft there, because it just makes the ending so much more so much better. The only thing that I'm going to say, because it's what came to my mind, tenors and basses. At the end of the phrases where you have quarter notes, so the bottom of page 9, measure 53, and the middle of page 10, measure 57, can those have the fullest value possible? So we have Pebu, Ziki, Kwa, Mongo, Zo, way too. As much of a vowel as you can give me, not way too. The two is more of the problem, it's a little too short. Way too, into the next one, if you can. Yeah? And that's like across the whole piece. That's not just your end.
When it is full, but not when it's short. The difference between the two.
Yeah, because you have the one where it's just the 8th note, but the second half of the phrase where it's a quarter note, make sure it's a quarter note. Backing it up, I'd like to start on page 8. Mezzo piano. Same thing with this one. We have to have room to grow. We have to have room to grow. So even altos, when you come in, don't feel like you have to come in. It's still mezzo piano. And same thing, sopranos. I know. I am one, so I get it. Okay, here we go. 8. I get it. Top of page 8 with the tenors and basses. 1, 2, 3. Now that you've got it in your brain, can we make those vowels a little bit pure? Puja, hu, really pure oo. 1, 2, 3.
The signature.
Mine too, mine too. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just harmonized.
It's okay, we're trying so hard on the vowels and I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3. Don't say sorry, you're fine. So,
I'm not sorry.
Basically, you keep dropping to an octave with the tenors and a fifth with the tenors. You're close to puja and do.
Yeah, it didn't feel right.
Yeah, because you're doing the da, which is their note there, or an octave lower. Puja, puja, puja. All right, what do you think? Draw on here. There we go.
Thank you.
Nope.
so tenors and basses, you do that 7 times. The first 3, you stay at the mezzo piano. When we get to page 9, every time you do that, those 4 times, because it's repeated, each one a little notch higher in terms of volume. Same thing for the altos and the sopranos. So let's just bring that up, and I will show that this time. I was listening, so sorry. I will do better. Let's start again on 8. Measure 42. So again, pure vowel. That's okay. 1, 2, 3. That's so nice. Okay. Wanna take a sip of water and then let's run through the whole thing?
Sip of water sounds great.
Sip of water.
Sour.
A little sip. Sip. Alright, let's do this. Stand if you're able. We're gonna start with these things. When we actually do this, the percussion parts come in first and you come after, but we're gonna start right where the bass is.
Kuja, ebu kuimba, kuimba, 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 ebu muziki kwa mwongozo wetu, 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 ebu kuimba, kuimba, kuja, ebu kuimba, kuimba, kuja, kuimba kwa moyo wa furaha, kuja, kuimba kwa moyo wa furaha, hebu muziki kwa mwongozo wetu, hebu muziki kwa mwongozo wetu, hebu muziki kwa mwongozo wetu, hebu muziki kwa mwongozo wetu. Kuja, hebu kuimba, kuimba, 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 kuja, hebu kuimba, kuja, hebu muziki kwa mwongozo wetu, hebu muziki kwa mwongozo wetu, hebu muziki kwa mwongozo wetu, hebu muziki kwa mwongozo wetu. Kuja, hebu kuimba, hebu kuimba.
Yeah, we have a couple more things that I want to tweak, but that is like so well on its way. Okay, I'm done.
Cool. Let's take 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. I totally forgot where I was. I totally forgot to do you.
That's okay, I forgot where I was.
You did, and I was like, oh, wow.
Break room?
By the time I got to patience, I was like, wait, what? Wait, what?
Like, you go in there and just take out all your frustrations on objects. And then you like the type of suit, goggles, and helmets.
Really good. I didn't have it on this week, so I was like,
Oh, you had it in front of me when you needed it?
This television.
Sorry, what?
So I just tell you about one of my boys. So they're not really so much into organized sports yet.
Organized sports are hard.
Yes.
That's all you're.
And I fully understand.
Well, I found
It takes
it-
time to learn.
like,
Oh, we work together.
I don't know,
This
I
is great.
feel like
Well,
I don't have all these videos out of the parking lot.
I'm
I
his
don't
like
have all these
assistant coach,
Disney
dad
stands.
coach. So I turn around. They're about to kick off after we scored on them again, and it's pretty
Are you and
tricky
Joe
on
the
the
same
field.
height?
So I said, Peter, back there is our house. We need to protect our house. Protect your animal. What animal are you gonna be?
Yes, for their
He
wedding.
said tiger. Sounds like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, good choice. Good choice. All right. The ball comes his way.
And for more like a cat, like a house cat.
No. So the ball comes his way, and instead of like getting ready to kick it, he goes, "Grrr."
He is body
like the ball's going this way. He went, "Grrr," and the kid's like, and then runs past it to go get the ball. And then he chased after it. So the entire rest of that part.
You know, he really needs us.
Yes, I cannot fault him. I just need to teach him. Be the animal. With your legs.
We use that.
It's like, pretend your feet are tigers.
I do have announcements.
You have 2 tigers, and they're on your shoes. I know. You have tigers. Attack!
So I need to get the because they're in these chairs.
Yeah.
So is it like they are like this is them at their head state?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Which is
Toby, his brother, the next week,
because
was like, there's no goalie in this level. Because you don't want to teach some kids to stop the ball with their hands and teach other kids to stop the ball with their feet.
I had because like nobody did that. So they're like,
Kick it into the goal.
Yeah.
Kick it away from the kids that are hitting close to the goal. Kick it into their goal. And Toby didn't run up
Tim, is this costume?
whenever it's his turn to go
Is this drop
forward. So he was like right there in front of the goal. He's like right in front of the
the
goal.
only difference
It's
other
like,
than this.
Toby, ball's coming your way. Kick it. And he's like,
We doing the flowers at home?
You can.
Sorry.
Who's in charge? Is that
You
me?
are.
I know. So I'm just
yeah.
She'll give it to you, she's in charge of them.
maybe.
Hurricane.
That was my next question. Do you have flowers?
You know, those are the metrics.
Meanwhile,
Should our
there's another
backup plan
girl
tonight?
on the team, because it's like U5,
Like the icicle
is
ones?
under 5.
You know, I said to one.
You mean the ice
But
ones
it's
are
also
all
you.
along here?
7. It's like the next.
Oh.
I love what she has for the coffee. She can't just
The whole thing, she, no, like
We
really,
have the
she
high
just wants
end
you
and
to
low end
understand
on
just
everyone's
how
team.
we speak away.
So there's the high end kids and the
Twinkle,
low end
yeah.
kids.
Seven.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Between.
Twinkle, twinkle.
So we have an all-star.
Well, not the straight up and down ones, but just the icicle ones that
And-
have.
Sir, you want to show me? Sir, you're going to show me.
Who are yet 4. They're an under 5 team.
Great.
And so basically, normally, all the kids just run towards the ball and they go.
Yes. Yes, everyone's distracted. Yes.
But now, she's like the queen bee. As soon as she's on the field, she finds the ball, she grabs the ball. If she's on that side of the field, she gets into it. If she's on this side of the field, she goes around the crowd and then gets into the goal. And so
It's like, because I had to win.
you are really good at offense.
Yeah.
You need to
One of my
work
friends
on
had
defense. I want you to make sure it stays on that side of the field. So she was trying to
So I
follow
would like to start with how
So she would get to half field take it across the half field line and stop.
Right.
But then the other team was getting it quickly and bringing it through. So she was like, this doesn't make any sense. I need to go further into their court so that I can then hand it off to my teammate and they can kick it. But it's like she was trying to it's like she would see the teammate and like kicked it in front of the teammate. And the teammate was like, oh. It's like, oh, you stopped kicking it. Normally you kick it in the goal. Why'd you stop kicking it? It's like, and in this like passage of understanding, like you're not kicking it in the goal. You should be kicking it over there. You're kicking it to me, but you should be kicking it over there.
But if you zoom it down.
The other team gets the ball, and then she runs and goes and gets it and tries to do the same thing again.
She's doing great.
She's doing She's got it.
Everybody else will get
And then because the other team, sadly, because she was the best, just go into their side. We did a penalty kick for like everybody. So instead of 2 goals, kick here to make a penalty kick, no goalie, no nothing, just kick it in the goal. 1 kick. And they were on our team. It's like,
We tried.
we tried to get everyone to goal. We had nothing in their way. And it turns out that whenever you like go a ball on the ground and kids want to kick it really hard, they
Go past it.
well, normally you think like if this is the ball,
Plant your foot next to
you
the
plant next and go through.
Yeah.
They were like
If it's like that.
standing wrong. But
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, you know?
more practice.
Practice.
Even still, there's no difference.
All right, we have announcements. Alice.
Well, that's my job.
Announcement.
And this will pick up if I stand right here? Do I have to stand up there?
You should stand up for you. Or your mic. Wherever.
I think I saw it.
Job's on it already. Yeah, we should have. Hi, everybody. So, collecting dues, $40. I'll take him tonight. If not, hold on to him for next week for Roger. And then one of the other important things is we're having a marketing meeting. We have a couple of them scheduled. The first is September 20th at 6:15 here at the church on Shoeville Road. And then again on October 4th at 6:15, same story. So those are the biggies right now. And yeah, we're good. Thanks.
Why are you looking at me? I'm pregnant.
This is the thing. I'm gonna say
I know, you've looked at me everywhere, so I'm trying to avoid it.
sorry.
And?
It's a boy and I'm doing January.
I can't wait for you to cry on the first day school drop off.
No.
She's like, you say that be
You say that now.
That's all I'm
She's gonna cry the day before. You say that now.
All right, let's sing "Let the Life I Live." Let's see if we can remember the intro. Let the life I've lived. Ah, ah, ah.
That's beautiful. Just like that.
Sing like that. The entire song, please. It was great.
Did you go? Let the life I've lived speak for me.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. That was good. So, no. Tennis, can you hold all the way down, please? Okay. Do you hold it all the way down? Hold it for its full value. Right now you're cutting off early. You're cutting off with them to breathe with them, but I want you to hold all the way to the downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, off. 2, 3, 4, off. Here we go. Bases ever so lovely and gentle and not like, oh, splat. Perfect. This way.
I think that Jerry.
Mark it again. Here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. Start the breath before the tone. Start the breath before the tone, so that way it doesn't come in on the throat with the glottal stop. But you have to start there first. Here we go. And in texture with the I don't know. In texture with it versus Okay, because you're good, and I get to. Almost there. Oh my gosh, almost there. That was it, tenor. That's the thing. Okay, now take that same thing, support twice as much when you change positions. Okay, especially what?
Sorry. I felt like we were getting louder. Should we stay soft before, like no change in dynamic?
That's boring.
I'm just asking. It says don't change.
It says that.
Well, there's just a P and then
Write it
after
in.
rest it's metaphor.
It's okay. Music can grow and change and shape and whatever. So.
Watch the director.
Yeah, you
He
can
does
do one
things.
anyway.
Did you know that?
I can say you put something in your music and you sing whatever anyway. No, you're right. Good question. No, it can grow a little bit. It feels like that, doesn't it? It feels like there's this little this excitement, this anticipation. So it's going to sound a little bit louder, and that's okay. Oh, you guys are we were all excited. We're like, that first part's so good.
For the record, we lost our starting note.
Thanks. I was like, we're not saying what they're doing. Thank you.
Here we go. Top. Good. Can I have bottom three voices right at measure 4? Like I live. Like I lived. Good. You put the D right on that beat 3. life I've lived. We need the V too.
That's kind of fun to just sing.
Right? I said top, sorry, top of 4.
Yeah.
I was looking at
before. And we all started where you told us to, but
Because you're that good. Here we go. Right on, life I live. The V, sing the V. Here we go. Ready, and. Life I lived, speak for me. Good. Let me hear speak. Actually, here's what I want you to do. I want you to pulse on the 8th note. Speak for me. Try it right on that. Ready? And speak for me. Again. Ready? And speak for me. Okay, now without the pulsing. Ready? And speak for me. Do you hear how magical that sounds? Like just to put consonants together rhythmically? Cool. Everybody pick up to Let the Life I've Lived. 1 and let the life I've lived speak for me. Let the life I've lived speak for me. Good. Can I have lower 3 voices? No breath between your and I. No breath between and I. Come to the end of the road and I lay down. Let me hear just the sopranos. When I come, well, 1 and when I come to the end of the road and I lay down my heavy load. Lovely. Everybody now pick up to 13. 1 and good. Can I have tenors? Can I have you? And I lay down my heavy load. Can I have you pull that for me for right now? Heavy load. Okay, so we get that triplet to line up together. I want to just make sure we're not leaning too far into the dotted quarter note, 8th note rhythm, making sure it's a little bit more on the clean triplet side. So as we swing, kind of as we're subdividing that, just make sure we're not leaning into that false triplet sound. Do you know what I'm talking about, Emily? Okay. Da 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 da. So the triplet's going to feel the first movement in the triplet's going to feel a little bit faster than you want for it just to line up right. I don't know. Here we go. It's just like this natural pop thing that we do kind of all the time. We cheat and make triplets kind of like easier in a way instead of actually dividing in 3. Here we go. Everybody, when I count, pick up to 13. 1, 2. When I come to ba da ba ba da 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 da. Go on and Don't die, tenors. There we go. Right. Good. We're not going to go on to that just yet. Nice job, sopranos. You fixed it. Lower three voices. I feel like you're waiting a little bit for that rhythm, and it needs to be lined up with everybody. For when I lay down my heavy load, that just needs to line up. Just kind of be ready to move through that line. Don't let it drag in the mud. Good. Pick up beginning. Pick up to the beginning. I feel so far away and lording over everybody.
That final timing of the heavy, that trip up there, how does that go? Quick.
Yeah. It's not full.
That's the pulse.
Yeah. Of that top line on page 4, that is a breath mark. So that means breathe together. So that means watch the conductor.
I also have been hearing some people rapping around the R and 4 too much. It's making them late for the when you're cueing the lifts for those 8 rests, they're kind of wrapping around the 4.
Gotcha. So while we're singing the V of live, life I've lived, speak for me. I don't need for. Don't sing there. Okay. Yeah. Top. Sorry, top. Do you need this?
I think I got it.
Okay. Oh, top. And I stopped too because I was moving along. Versus like singing, like look up, just look up that whole time.
Oh
warm, very like buoyant sound. That's a big cushion, right? And then now we get to this part, and you need to think kind of a transition from like that kind of just warm riff thing, and you need to think bright and forward, a little bit more baritone-y. Let all friends hide, and take the lead on that. I always said that before. I know I had the right kind of melody there. You're taking that melody. So own it. Into that.
Measure 21.
Correct. You guys are singing brilliantly. You're watching.
Let the friends I've met speak for me. Let them speak for me. Let the friends I've met speak for me. Let them speak for me. When I come. Speak for me. Lay down your burden and rise with the sunny sun. All the beauty of your life will shine when your day is done. Let love I share speak for me. Let the love I share speak for me. Let the love I try to share and the light of always life of joy and care speak for me.
Oh, it was nice job, measure 58. Nice job.
Thanks.
Have a seat. Who do I have singing the two lower notes? That's Spike and Tim. Measure 41. Measure 41. Okay, and so, bass twos, out of time. We're going to sing those three, we're going to build these three chords. So I need bass twos to sing. add the baritone to that. So Dad, you're on that. So those two parts. Ready, and. Yes, one more time. Ready, and. Yes, add tenor to that. Ready, and first one. Next one. Next one. First one. Next one. Yeah, that's right, Wolf. Dad, that's right. First one. Next one. Next one. Good. We're going to call them 1, 2, and 3. 1, 1, and. Make sure it's nice and tall. Ready? And 1. Next one. Next one. Good. First one. Next. First one. First one. First one. You're pushing a little bit too sharp there in the middle. Relax, you, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle. Pushing a little bit too sharp in the middle. It's the right note. It's the right note. It's on the sharp side of it, so it's not tuning right in the chord. Ready? First one. Yes, closer, closer, closer. That second one still relax more into it. Less tension, more just relax and trust. Ready, and. Good, that time you overcompensate just a little bit, so just there. Come on, here we go. Good, lay down. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Ready, and. Good. Lay down. Ready, and. Good. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Can we hold? Ladies, can we hold when we get to the hold on the second note of and. Lay down your burden at hand. Can we hold that fourth beat of measure, that second measure? Okay. Guys, you're holding on your second chord. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Again, ready, and. Now rest. Here we go. I know this is hard. Here we go. Ready? And. Right there, and rest. Right there. Lay down, ready, and. Good. I didn't tell you what I was going to do. You just watched. That was good. We're getting there. We're getting there. The pieces are coming together. Okay? A little bit under time. Under time, half the volume. Half the volume. Listen to everybody else. Ready? Just because it's half the volume doesn't mean less breath. It just means quieter volume, so it's actually more breath. Ready? Breathe. All of you. Ready? And. Good. Can we go from like the friends I made first time? And let's see.
You need
The paper princess, measure 25, page 6. Let's go, friends. Let's see it. Last time. Back up to the top. Top 6.
Let the friends I've made speak.
progress on that tonight. Good progress. We're making some music. All right. I'll see you next Monday.